Okay. Thank you. Okay. So, all of you understand what is the program? Just say yes, one or two. Freshers. Mostly, I'm asking freshers in this batch. Guys, please speak out.
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. Okay, so that is the program. So if you write the instructions on paper, we call it as an algorithm or a set of instructions. When you pass that instructions to a computer, then we call it as the program. Okay, then exactly we call it as the program. Now, try to understand this concept. After writing a program, okay, after writing a program, what are you supposed to do? Okay, what are you supposed to do? Just raise your hands, some of you. How many of you know C language? Just raise your hand. That's it. None. Okay. Okay, fine. Okay. So if you don't understand much about this concept, that is okay. But try to understand this. So you are writing a program. See, at this time, you're writing a program means I consider like you understand what is the program in terms of the computer technology. You're writing a set of instructions, okay, and you are giving it to the computer to complete a task. A task can be anything, like I said, maybe doing some arithmetic operation, or maybe you are writing a program for traveling purpose, or maybe you are writing a program, a web application to find out your exam results like this. So you are writing a program. After write a program, what are you supposed to do? Once if you write a program, say I have written a program. Okay. So I write a program. So after writing a program, what are you supposed to do is, and remember, your computer is never capable of understanding English. See, you are writing a program in English. Okay, you are writing a program in English, and probably you may be hard about your lower standards. Computer cannot understand English. It can understand in terms of the binary format, zeros and ones. Here, I'm not going to discuss in depth about zeros and ones, but you might have some idea. Computer can understand zeros and ones binary format only. It cannot understand English, but you are writing your program in English. Okay, see, in this session, I am purely introducing the programming terminology. Okay, you need to understand in future what is program means. You have to register in your mind. So program is set of instructions we have given to computer. Then after writing a program, what are you supposed to do? Okay, so like I said, your program, your computer cannot understand English. It can understand only the binary format, zeros and ones. Then how your program is capable of doing the operation? Suppose if you ask finding addition of two numbers, your system is capable of finding addition of two numbers definitely. But whatever program you write it in English, if your system is not capable of understanding in English, how it is capable of processing your program? That is where a concept of the compilation will comes to the picture. Okay, so compilation. So what is compilation? So compilation is a, also we call it as the compiler. Using compiler, we do compile the program. The meaning of compile the program is you are making your system comfortable to understand the program that you wrote in English. Whatever program you have written in English, you are trying to make comfortable to your system to understand it. Okay. So that is what we call it as the compiler. compiler is a inbuilt software. That means we cannot see it directly, but this is inbuilt software. You are installing a C language software to your machine means you are, you are installing the compilers. Yeah, guys, please mute yourself. Okay, so there will be one enabled software compiler. So what compiler will do is whatever program you are writing in English, maybe you write one line int a. After writing a program, we need to do something. That something is called as the compilation. After writing that compilation, what happens is whatever the English you write it, okay, English you write it, this will be automatically converted into zeros and ones format, which system can understand. And again, I'm requesting you all, don't focus on how this is converting. This is not our area of interest. Suppose if you went to a shop, you are trying to buy a dairy milk chocolate. You are only intended to buy a dairy milk chocolate and try to consume it and try to enjoy its taste. Probably don't bother about how the dairy milk was prepared. What are the ingredients, how it was prepared, when it was prepared. All those things are not required for you because that is the mechanism or headache of the dairy milk product company. Here also same. You need to write a program. Yes, your system is not aware of understanding the program. You need to convert that into system readable format or system understandable format, that is zeros and ones. That can be done by pressing a key on your keyboard F9 for C language. That may be vary from language to language, but I would like to say that is not really difficult task. If you have money, go to the shop and buy dairy milk chocolate. That is very easy task, right? In similar fashion, when you write a program, you need to compile that program. You are compiling a program means you are just trying to convert your program into mission readable format, that is zeros and ones. Okay, that is in zeros and ones. Like I said, that is very simple inbuilt, just like press F9. If it is a C language program, then probably all the program will be converted into compiled. Okay, okay, automatically compiled. Okay, so that is in zeros and ones format. Okay, that is zeros and ones format. Once the program is compiled, then it is ready to process the output. Process the output means it's ready to complete your task. Whatever task you are giving, it can complete the task. Now computer can understand your instructions. That is called as the execution of the program. Okay, execution of the program. See, technically, you should understand two technical words. We call it as the terminology. What is compilation? What is execution of the program? Okay, what is compilation and what is execution of the program? Compilation means the way of converting program in source code in system readable format is called as the compilation. Source code means whatever language you are using. If you are working with C language and it is in English. If you are working with a core Java programming language and it is in English. So that is called as the source code. Okay, source code. So the source code that may be in C or maybe in Java or maybe in .NET, if you are converting that source code into system readable format, also called as a binary format, is called as the compilation. So in future, I may be ask you many times, do you compile the program? Yes or no? When you compile, is that successfully compiled or not? Are there any issues in the compilation or not? So we need to understand this terminology. So the compilation means converting a program into system readable format. Okay, system understandable format, that is called as the compilation. So basically, when you do the compilation, what happens is whatever code you are writing, that code will be converted into mission readable format. Probably you cannot see that format and you don't need to see it also. But benefit of the compiling the program is when you write a program, there may be multiple issues or errors in the program. You will be notified about those errors when you compile the program. So when you compile the program, what it will do is it will try to convert all your instructions, all your code into mission readable format. If there is some issue or mistake in the program, what happens is your system, your compilers, your softwares will fail to compile that program into mission readable format, then it will notify so and so line, there is some issue, it seems it could not able to get compiled. We need to fix that. That's it. But we really don't need to see the compiled code. Means if you would like to see it, you can see it, but you don't need to. Okay, if you wanted to see that code in zeros and ones, you can see it, but you don't need to. Okay, so that is the compilation. So once if you do the compilation, okay, once if you do the compilation, you need to run the program. That running the program is called as the execution. Suppose if we write a program to find addition of two numbers, okay, if you write a program to find addition of two numbers, you write a program, then you compiled it, means it's converted into zeros and ones format. Then probably you have to really wanted to find out addition of two numbers, means now your computer is ready to find out any two numbers that you are processing. It can make the summation of two. Suppose if you give 10 and 20, your system is capable to find out 10 and 20 after it's get compiled. That is called as run a program. Technically, we call it as execution of the program. Okay. So I would like to make you clear. There are two technical words here we need to understand: compilation and execution. Compilation means converting a program into mission readable format, and execution means run the program, getting benefit of it. For what reason you write this program? Maybe finding addition of two numbers, or maybe you are trying to find out average of your marks, or maybe you are trying to do a program like a calculator. You are getting benefit of the program that you already written and compiled. That is called as the execution of the program. And remember, throughout our discussion, many times we use these two technical words: compile the program and executed the program. Then don't confuse like what is compilation and what is execution. We need to be comfortable to use these two words: compilation and execution. Now, the question is, when you run your application, okay, when you run your application, is your end end task like run a program, execute a program, is that aware of the source code or not? See, here we have two things. One is the source code. Second one is the compiled code. Okay, we have two types of code: source code and the compiled code. What is source code? That's where you are writing with your basic skills. In here means you are writing program in English, and the language you are using is C. Consider like here we have taken C as the example. Okay, in C language you are writing a program. Okay, in C you are using English words to write a program. That is the source code. After you compile your source code, the English code in C code language will be converted into zeros and ones, which we call it as the binary code. And you are executing the program. Okay, you are executing the program. Okay, you are executing the program from the binary format. So whatever binary format we have, okay. So this is your binary code we have. Okay, so first you write the program in English. After writing the program, you are trying to convert that program into binary format. Once if it is converted into binary format, then you can execute the program. Okay, then you can execute the program, and from where you are getting the output. Okay, from here you are getting the output. Okay, from here you are trying to get your output of the program. Okay, here if you would like to understand few things, okay, if you would like to understand few things, when you execute your program, okay, when you execute your execution of the program is having no idea about source code because it's not directly connected. Suppose if you go to shop, you know your shopkeeper only who is trying to sell that chocolate to you. Probably you are not aware of the distributor behind the shop owner who is distributing these chocolates to shopkeeper. You don't need to know it and you are not aware of it also because you are only know your shopkeeper where you are trying to purchase your chocolate. So the execution is always aware of the your compiled code only. It has no idea about your source code. Okay, it has no idea about your source code. Okay, that is the one thing very clear we have to remember. Now, how these things will work? Okay, how these things will work is, okay, suppose if I write a program in C language, okay, if I write a program in C language, suppose let us say I'm writing a program to add two numbers. After writing a program, you have to save the program with a name. In my example, I have saved the program with a name add.c. Okay, add.c. Remember, add is user defined. C is the extension. Yes, C is the extension. Means user defined means whatever name you want, you can use it. Suppose I keep add.c because I write the program to find out addition of two numbers. But if you are interested to save with xyz.c, you can. That is your choice. So name of the program is user defined and the name of the program has two parts. One is the name. The second one is the extension. But extension, we have to follow the rules. We have to follow the rules. Suppose uh, coming to our name, we have two names, our name and surname. The name is our choice. Okay, I like Shiva, so this is my name. If I don't like Shiva, I keep my name as John. That is my wish. But my surname is Kanna. I cannot change that. I have to adopt it from my parents. So extension is the mandatory. We cannot change it. In similar fashion, when you write a program, okay, when you write a program, you have to give a name to the program and is followed by an extension. For every language, it would be different. In case of a C language program, you have to save that program with add.c. Once if you compile the program, okay, once if you compile the program, means like I said, using pressing some key like F9, internally after compiling a program, there one more file will be generated internally and probably we don't need to see it and we don't need to aware of it also. If you compile means system will say your program is successfully compiled. That's it. It will not tell you like go and check is that compiled or not. Go and check where it is compiled, where that file exists. Okay. So you are saving a program with a name add.c. When you compiled it, the program will be converted into some binary format, means zeros and ones format. After it converted into zeros and ones format, this will be saved to system with a name add.obj. When you run the program, when you try to execute the program, means if I write a program to find out addition of given two numbers 10 and 20, it will tell you 10 and 20 equal to 30. Consider like you write a program, you successfully compiled it. When you run the program, it will ask you to enter a value 10, enter another value 20. Then it will find out 10 plus 20 equal 30. It will give you the result. When you execute the program, remember, always you are getting the output from add obj.file and the final output, the final evaluation is not aware of your source code, means it has no clue about add.c. It has only clue about add.obj. These two communicate with each other. to process the input and output. Input means 10 and 20 that we are giving to the system is called as the input, and the output 30 will be processed by system, that is called as the output, input and output. Now I have a question here. Okay, I have a question here. Question is from our batch students. Okay, from our batch student, Sai Teja have written this program add.c. Okay, add.c. He compiled it on his mission. His mission. It is successfully converted to add.obj. Then he executed. He got the output 30. That is fine. Now, Sai Teja is friend to Divya. Okay, Sai Teja is friend to Divya. And like I told, when you execute a program add.c, it will be compiled and there will be one file created in your system with add.obj. What Sai Teja will do is, he will copy that file add.obj. He will give it to Divya. Okay, he will give it to Divya. Can she run the program? So this is the question. Can she run the program? Uh, can all of you can type, what do you guess? Yes or no? Or else first I will ask, how many of you say yes? You understand the question, right? Guys, I am very open to speak. I request you all to speak out. Definitely, I will provide the best training in the industry. If you are not speaking, that means I will also uh, lose my interest, because here I'm investing my time. I'm not expecting any money from you. Then I only need your interest. If you're not speaking, means I will lose my interest also. Okay. So uh, all of you understand my question? First, say yes or no. Some of you can speak. Okay. Yeah, I see some good responses. It's really good. Okay. Okay. So this is the question. Can she run the program? The answer is sometimes yes, sometimes no. So when the answer is yes, when the answer is no, that is where the concept of the platform dependent and platform independent comes to the picture. Okay, comes to the picture. So when the answer is yes, when the answer is no, and I request you all after this class, don't ask me to show this in C language, because I never did practice. Okay, I never did practice on that part. Okay, maybe I can give you an example how it works, but I cannot show it. I should not only me, anyone cannot show it, because that is a network related system architect level task. Okay, because we are not architect, we are programmers. We need to understand how it works. That would be enough. Okay, so add.c result is that. Now the question is, Saitesh, a friend, Divya can run this program or not? Answer is yes, when Sai Teja and Divya both are on same operating system, Windows. If both are on Windows operating system, yes, that is possible. Suppose if Sai Teja on Windows operating system, let it be yes, Windows operating system, and Divya on Mac operating system, the answer is no. Okay, answer is no. And answer is yes when both are on same operating system. Okay, that is what we call it as the platform dependent and platform independent programming languages. Okay, so C is a platform dependent language. Here platform means operating system in your computer. Whatever operating system that you are holding on your system, that is called as the platform. So if I write a program, okay, if I write a program, if both are compatible with same operating system, answer is yes in terms of the C language. If both are in different operating systems, Windows and Mac, or Macs or Solaris, or Linux or Unix, means compiled on Windows, you are trying to run it on Linux, that is not possible. Rani, do you have any question?
Yes, sir. Actually, I want to know about the yes reason.
You want to know about how it is? Yes.
Uh, yeah.
Yeah, I
What
will
is the
come.
reason for yes Windows Phone?
Yeah, I will come to that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. See, this is quite similar. Okay. I can give you one general example. I said yes when both are same operating system. See, if if you wanted to start a communication between you and me, how we can do the communication? It is only possible when we know a common language, right? Suppose you know English, I am also aware of English, then we can speak to each other. It works in the same fashion. When I compile a program on Windows operating system, it is converted into binary format zeros and ones, and I'm carrying that binary format to another Windows operating system, and I'm trying to run that program. Probably my Windows operating system is capable of understanding the code which was compiled on the Windows operating system. It is just like we know each other a common language, English, to communicate with each other. Then we are comfortable to make the communication. In similar fashion, a program which was compiled on Windows operating system that was easy to read, understandable by another Windows operating system. In that way, this is possible. When you write a program on one Windows operating machine, when you try to execute that obj file in another machine, that is exactly possible when operating systems are same. That's where we said yes. Now, consider like you are from Maharashtra, I am from Telangana, Andhra Pradesh. I know English, you know Marathi. We don't know common language like English to discuss with each other. That is like you are on Windows operating system, I am on Mac operating system. The code which was compiled on Windows operating system that can be readable by Windows only. When I try to execute that on another operating system like Mac operating system, the code is not compatible. Means you know Marathi, I know Telugu. We don't have any common language to discuss with each other. Then probably we cannot do any communication between us. That is where the answer is no. So it is possible when source and destination systems both are designed using Windows operating system. Okay, that is called as the platform dependent. Here, the program execution is purely dependent on the platform. Platform means Windows, operating system. There are few other languages, platform independent. We are not at that point to discuss. We'll discuss in another couple of minutes. But here, I would like to make you comfortable what is platform dependent. Okay, so this kind of programming languages are called as the platform dependent languages. So are you clear, Rani? Still you have doubt?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Okay. So that is what we call it as the platform dependent. However, we have latest technologies. Okay, we have latest technologies starting from Java, .NET, Python, all these programming languages. Those are now C is the platform dependent language. These technologies are called as the platform independent technologies. Means you can write the program anywhere, you can run the program anywhere else also. Means irrespective of the operating system. Okay, irrespective of the operating system, that is called as platform independent technologies. Okay, platform independent technologies. So .NET is a platform independent technology. Java is a platform independent technology. How the technologies were made as platform independent, we will discuss in some time, but I want to make sure to understand what is platform dependent and what is platform independent. Okay. So if the program compilation and execution, if it is purely dependent on operating system, those things are called as platform dependent. If it is not uh, dependent on the operating system, those are called as the platform independent technologies. Okay, platform independent technologies. Like I said, C, C++, COBOL, before core Java, whatever technologies were there, those are like platform dependent technologies. But as per my idea, technologies from Java onwards, platform independent. But we will discuss in some times how these technologies were made as platform independent technologies in next few minutes. Okay, that is what platform independent. Okay, are all of you clear?
Yes,
Yes
sir.
or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Naresh, Sneha. Hey, someone is logged in.
Clear, sir.
Okay. Who is logged in as iPhone? I will try to rename it just to know. You can speak out actually. iPhone. Who is the iPhone? Hello. Okay. So probably try to log in with your name so that I can understand. I can communicate with you all. Okay. So this is what platform dependent and platform independent. See, when you try to download some of the softwares, it will ask you, right? Download Windows for Windows or Mac. It specially will ask you like download for Windows or download for Mac. But when you try to run a Gmail, www.gmail.com, probably it will not ask you, right? Are you running this on Windows? Are you running this on Mac? It doesn't matter. It will run on any system, Windows or Mac, it doesn't matter. But if you try to download a file, if you try to execute it, definitely it will ask, are you doing this for Windows? Are you doing this for Mac? Like this, it will ask, are you for 32-bit, 64-bit? These all are the platform dependent, okay, platform independent, dependent. But if you are trying to run a web application, or if you try to do some kind of JavaScript or these kind of things are platform independent. They will run on any platform. Okay. Those are the examples to understand platform dependent and platform independent. Okay. Guys, do you need break?
No, sir.
Okay. All of you are okay with it? Okay. We do one thing. This is 9:36. If you wanted to have coffee or tea, have and come back for 5 minutes. Our time is 9:36 and we'll resume the class at 9:41. Okay, I just will give break for 10 minutes, no, 5 minutes. Just go and come back if you want to take for bio break or something. So then, like I said, I will come to how platform dependent technologies are developed because our .NET is platform independent technology. We will come to that part when we discuss about components of the .NET. Okay. So what is a console application? Okay. What is a console application? See, the best example for console application is you see this command prompt, right? Okay. See, this is your command prompt. Yeah. Thanks, Sheikh, for a minute. Okay. See, I write a command dir. It is trying to show me all the commands in my application. Yet my intention is not to make to understand what is this command prompt and all irrelevant, but a application similar to this, like a black screen application in your system, the command prompt you have, that is the console application. That kind of applications are called as the console application. Example, command prompt. And Windows application. Your MS Office, Word is there, right? MS Office. This is example for Windows application. Okay. And web applications. Okay. So whatever you are trying to run it on your browser, yeah, Dinesh, can you please turn off your video? Okay. Yeah, there may be many applications, and purely I'm not aware of all those technologies. I mean, like Rani told, I'm not aware of that, what is Ubuntu or something, but clearly one of the examples that maybe exist, but probably I'm not aware of it. Mostly we discuss Windows and web applications here actually. Okay. So what is Windows application? What is web application? I will give you the difference. Suppose MS Word is best example for the Windows application. If you wanted to MS Office, okay, consider like we have multiple systems. Okay. Suppose consider like you have a systems like this and different places. And you can say yes, one, system one, and system two, and system three. Like this, you have three different missions. Now, what you can do is, if you wanted to use MS Office, see, I'm not talking about Office 365 or something. I'm only talking about MS Office. You need to take that software. You need to install in that mission. That is what we call it as the install. EXE file download and click on install, next, next, next. That thing we call it as the install. If you want it in system 2, there also you have to download it or you have to copy it from pen drive or something. You have to install. The same is applicable to system 3 also. Means whenever you wanted to use the software, you have to go to the machine. You need to install a software in order to work with that particular mission. I mean, that software. That kind of softwares are called as the Windows applications. Okay. See, using .NET, you can develop console and Windows applications. As part of this training, we focus very less on console application. Mostly we use console application to understand the concepts. Mostly we develop Windows application and web application. In that also, there is high priority to web application, medium priority to Windows application, and less priority to console application. Okay. So console is black screen. Windows is UI UX, graphical representation you can find like MS Word. See, when you open MS Word, you can see a lot of graphical things, which color you want, um, or which font style you want, what is the font size you want, okay, what is the font family you want. This is called as the UI. You can see it. Okay, so that kind of applications we can develop using Windows, which contains UI. So using .NET, we can develop Windows application. Then what is web application is, when we discuss about a Windows application, we said all the missions are uh, individually how to install the software. But have you ever think like if you don't have MS Office software in your mission, probably you cannot make use of MS Office because you don't have any software. But if I am connected to internet, if I try to enter www.gmail.com or something, I am able to run this program on my machine. Okay, I'm able to run this program on my machine. How it is possible? Because there is no relevant program, right? So if there is no installation of the MS Office, I cannot run MS Office on my system. But probably when I come to the internet, I'm able to say this. I can make use of this program. This kind of applications which runs on internet using internet are called as the web applications. In web applications, what happens is all the systems are very bad in designing, I mean, draw the diagrams, but try to understand. There are three systems like say S1, S2, and S3, same systems. If I wanted to run a program like www.gmail.com, I do not install any software for that except the browser. But for that also you need a program. Definitely on computer system, if you wanted to run something, you need a software. Okay, so whatever program that is required to run www.gmail.com, I will put it in one computer that is called as the server. Now, this server, I will try to connect with all the systems in a network. Okay, in a network. That network is called as the internet. Now, all these systems are connected in the internet. I will keep my Gmail software, Gmail program in this particular mission. Okay, in this particular mission, which is called as the server. And I'm trying to access the Gmail software on all my client missions, which are, Abhiram, you're trying to draw something, it seems. Please avoid it. I'm not sure how to prevent it. Uh, okay, so this is my server. And I keep my gmail.com in this application. The same application I can access to S3, S2, S1. In terms of the web technology, S1, S2, S3 are called as the clients. And the program where I keep www.gmail.com is called as the server. Means install the software in one mission. Technically, we call it as the program. Keep the program in one mission. Access that program to all other missions also. That is called as the web application, which only required a browser to run your program from your server. Even you are connected in internet in the previous case also. Even you are connected in the internet in your previous case also. Probably you cannot run. Suppose if I install MS Office in S1 mission, if I try to run the same on S2 without reinstallation, that is not possible. Okay, that is not possible. So that kind of applications are called as the Windows application. If something is feasible, install the program in one mission and connect multiple missions to that mission and try to access the same program on all other missions without reinstalling or reconfigure. Those kind of applications are called as the web applications. Okay, so using .NET, you can develop console application, you can develop Windows application, you can develop web application and device applications as well. As part of our training, we will discuss console, Windows and web application and just introduction to device applications. Okay, we just do some introduction to device applications. Okay, so if you are learning a .NET means you will be learning how to develop a console application, Windows application, and web application, how to generate the exe file, how to put it in a server, how to execute it, all those things definitely we will learn as part of this training. Okay, so this is all about introduction to .NET, how it works and all. And nowadays, the average salaries, okay, average salary for .NET is 16 lakh per annum. Okay, average salary means for freshers, they will be getting around 4 to 5 lakhs per annum. And if you are having experience of 8 to 9 years, and you will be offered around 15 to 17 lakhs of salary. And if you are having 12 plus years of experience, you can hold a salary of 24 lakhs to 28 lakhs per annum. These are the average salaries in the market. Depends on that, decide like either to learn .NET or any other technology. I see some of you are working on other technologies. If you wanted to migrate from other technologies to .NET, that is where you can see the benefit, how average salaries are working. And the other thing, once if you are into .NET, into a company, then definitely you will be forced to learn cloud technologies like Azure, Microsoft Azure, all these technologies. Okay. You just need to be a company into the .NET, then definitely .NET will be connected to other technologies like DevOps. Azure is the cloud, is the highly frequently used technology along with the .NET, because nowadays everything is moved to cloud from on-prem, right? See, your MS Office is the on-prem, your system, but Office 365 is the cloud, which is running from Azure. Okay, so if you are writing a program, if there is any requirement to work on Office 365 within the application, definitely you will know, you would have to know how Azure working, how to connect with Azure, all those things. You will be forced to learn automatically if you learn .NET. So if you have additional technology like .NET and Azure, and this average salary will vary. Azure is highly preferred technology. Definitely, you will be having 20 lakhs per annum if you are holding 5 to 6 years of experience in Azure. Ms. Rani, you have any doubt?
Sir, please describe embedded device application.
Fairly speaking, Rani, I'm not familiar with embedded systems because that is a different uh, concept. We never do that. But what exactly embedded systems is, like a software which is designed for target to a electronic device. Suppose if you take your AC, there is some programming in AC. Suppose when the temperature in the room reaches to the AC temperature. Suppose if I keep room temperature as, I mean, AC as 24 as my required level, when the room temperature reaches to 24, then automatically AC will switch off in order to save the power. So there's some kind of coding is required to, we need some sensors which captures the room temperature. And when it comes to 24 degrees of temperature, which is equivalent to my AC suggested temperature, level of the temperature, then automatically AC will switch off and will switch on automatically when it goes beyond 24 degrees. Then AC will switch on automatically. All ACs will have this kind of functionality in recent days. In other hand, if you take your refrigerator also works in the same fashion. And nowadays, if you take auto mode, uh, cars and all traveling transport related devices, see, it will take automatic steps. Like if there is any vehicle in front of it, it will automatically change the gear and it will reduce the speed and all. That all works on devices, I mean sensors. Those sensors are designed for specific device. For AC, one type of program. For refrigerator, one type of program. And like I said, for cars, one type of program. Like your mobile also, like when you turn your mobile back and when you put it one side, the internet will automatically off. So that kind of software is also required Those are designed towards a specific device. Those are called as the embedded softwares. Using .NET, we can do them, but I'm not experienced on that part. And also, I never see any training institute specially teaching embedded systems with the .NET. It is just like to give you information. Using .NET, we can develop embedded applications as well. But I'm not experienced in that part. As I see with the other training institutes, I never see someone is teaching embedded systems because .NET has more market for web applications. When you learn .NET, 80% of scope you have in web applications, as per my knowledge. 20% of the scope you have on Windows. Okay. And console applications also there, but it's very rare. 5 to 10% of requirement we do in console application. Definitely, I will discuss console, Windows, and web, and mobile introduction only. But purely, I have no experience on embedded. Are you clear, Rani?
Yes, thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, so this is all about different types of applications we can develop. Okay, using .NET. See, this is all theory to discuss about .NET. And frankly speaking, I'm really bored to discuss theoretical concepts. I will try to jump into the technical coding part and all as soon as possible. Uh, Fine. Do you have any doubts up to this? Yes, Ahmad, you have any doubt? I see you raise your hand. Sheikh Imtiaz Ahmad. Okay. See, when I call someone, if you are speaking, just remind, if you are on mute, you need to unmute and need to speak. Okay, so this is all about .NET, introduction to .NET. Okay, so this is all we have discussed, what is the application and all. Okay, yeah, we need to discuss next part, the components of the .NET. But I don't want to start it today. Let me see if any other people are joining, because that would be the part of introduction part to .NET. And even before we go to that part, uh, I would like to introduce few more technical words. Standard languages, and OOPS stands for object oriented. Okay, so we have two types of technologies: standard languages and object oriented technologies. The difference is in terms of the security and reusability. Okay, so in standard technologies like C, there is less security and less reusability. But starting from any OOPS concept, means object-oriented concept, there is high security and high reusability. So what is security and what is reusability? Okay, see, all the networks are like the data is traveling through the network. Means if you're sending an email from your to someone else, the email will be passed through the network. Okay, so you can consider like this: you are trying to withdraw some amount from bank, you are trying to travel to your home. Between a middleman can attack, can they can rob your money when you are traveling without security. If you are not alert, someone can easily grab your money. So here I said example as money, but when you come to the real time, like when you are going from bank to your home, you will be going by bike or car. You will have some transport to go, where many people will try to observe, If someone is bad, they will try to grab your money as well. Similar to this, data in programming languages also need to travel from one place to another place through the network. Okay, through the network. In this scenario also, many people can see what type of data you are passing from your mission to another mission. That is where the concept of the security will comes to the picture. See, if you are using WhatsApp, when you are trying to send a message to new person, it will say the data is encrypted. Means if someone is trying to capture the data in the middle, before suppose you sent a message to your friend, before it reaches to your mobile, someone else can see the data. And if you are not sending the data in secure manner, if you do not secure the data, they can read that data also. So what WhatsApp did is they have encrypted the data. Means when you send, you are sending in English. When it is traveling from your mobile to a friend mobile, it will be in some encrypted code which human beings cannot understand. When it reaches to your friend mobile, it will be converted, it will be decrypted, and it would be in English. I mean, the way you sent it, they can read it. So when the data is traveling between the networks, you need to maintain such type of security. And if you are learning hacking, means basically you are learning how to break that security. Even WhatsApp is sending highly secure data. If you are expert in hacking, then you can break that code. You can break that encrypted message to decrypt. It doesn't mean I said like we can decrypt the WhatsApp code. In general, I'm giving example. Don't ask me like how to decrypt the WhatsApp code, WhatsApp encryption decryption later. Okay, because that may not be possible. It may be required some years to trace that. Okay, but in general technologies, it is possible to break when the data is traveling through networks. Okay, so we have to maintain some security when we maintain this data. When in standard technologies like C, there is very less security when data is traveling through networks. But in object-oriented technologies, the data is highly secure. We can make it like how to protect it when we need to allow people to see the data, we can restrict it. All those things we will learn and we will discuss them also, how to secure your data. Then reusability. Okay, so reusability means let us take like I'm writing a program to find out addition of two numbers. I will write a program, addition of two numbers. Maybe I need another program which I need to find out addition of three numbers. Maybe I need another program. I need to find out addition of four numbers. So I will write a program to find out addition of two numbers, int a comma b or something. Just a is one number, b is another number. When I come to C, add 3, same A, B, and 1 will be added. And that will be given extension to 4 also. A, B, C, D, I will find out. But if you look at the code, maybe here for initial program, I will be writing a logic to find out A plus B. The same logic I will write here for 3 also, but I will keep one additional parameter, C also. But if you convert this to program, whatever you write it for addition of 2, that would be same in addition of 3 also with one extra line. That is applicable to 4 also. Then, do I need to write separate lines of program? But the same program, do I need to rewrite to 3? This kind of functionalities we can do in standard languages also like C, but we have many limitations. In object-oriented programming languages, what we can do is write a program to find out addition of two numbers. When you come to addition of three numbers, don't rewrite for addition of two because already you write that program previously. Import that functionality to here. Instead of writing the logic, add to which already you write the program and extend the functionality. Whatever you need additional code, you just write it. Import the previous code to here and extend the code that is required. The same is applicable to 4 also. So reusability of the code, whatever you write in add 2, I'm trying to reuse the same thing in add 3 also. And if I write something in add 3, I will try to reuse that code in add 4 as well. That is what the concept of the reusability of the code. Okay, so in object oriented, the reusability of the code is very flexible, and using that we can save the development time. Okay, we can save a lot of time. That is where you will maintain some standards when you learn object oriented technologies. Starting from Java, as per my knowledge, Java, .NET, Python, these all are the object oriented technologies. So .NET is the one of the object oriented technology.